Alright, that seems to be about everything. So now let's go talk to you. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't you? What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. Clearly, you've never played Danganronpa. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. I had a penny for every time he said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. Can't force things too much. Know what I mean? Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh. Forget it. I didn't say anything. I don't think I want to know. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost. Go back in your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. And I hope your plane crashes and you die. What? That escalated quickly. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Psyche locks, my dude? Triple lock? As I suspected. Psycho locks. I love that he calls him that. I'm sorry, man. You know me, I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. Intriguing. Yeah, I know I may not look like it, but I'm an artist. I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. He didn't even give it a glance. Alright. Nothing. Nothing. What about this? Nothing. I still can't believe it. She was such a great person. But someone's pinning this murder on my sweet little Iris. Edgy, please. I'm counting on you. Well, frankly, I was hoping you could give me a little more than that. Well then... I got it. I'll draw you a portrait. How about that? Since you're kind enough to offer, alright. Oh my god. Nothing. He was a good guy. A real pal to the end. I look back now, I have nothing but good memories. What's with the past tense? He's not dead, you know. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, the guy owes me. After all, I saved his life. What is that supposed to mean? If I hadn't called for help so quickly, he would have died. It's no surprise, though. I used to be a security guard. It was all instinct, baby. He has a point. He called me pretty quickly, too. I think Larry's pretty good at motivating people. Just wish he would try motivating himself once in a while. Nothing. Oh god. Huh? Me? All you have to know is to remember not to call me Larry anymore. What? I'm a new person now. I've been reborn as Larice Dunham. Alright, fine. Let me ask you something else then, Larry. Call me Larice. If you don't, then I'll call you Melise Dunham. That doesn't make sense. Still can't believe she's such a great person, but someone's been this murder. Yeah, they're just saying the same thing. I have a feeling that she's hiding something. Could be. After all, she's shy and gets embarrassed pretty easily. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Why not? Look, I know all about this kind of thing. Come on, Edgy. You were a guy once. Okay. Lots of girls are like Iris. You know I'm right. Okay. You were a guy once. Well, you must suddenly seem to have convinced yourself. Man, I love shy girls like her. It's just so cute. You know what I mean? Still doesn't listen to others, I see. Guess some people just never change. Oh, he doesn't know about Godot. Alright then. You go ahead and examine. Suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Say, this just gave me a great idea. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. I've got an idea for a brand new invention. Might even make me rich. An invention? Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. I'll call it a snow car. So what do you think, sir? Should you go for a ride or something like that? What after you take the first 1,000 test rides? Call it snow car. Okay, that's legitimately hilarious. This gate looks quite old, strong enough to resist the weight of time. That's the Mr. Edgeworth I know. Got a real flair for words, sir. I've always appreciated this kind of old, timeless elegance. Exactly how I feel, too. Take the scope, for example. Like fine wine, it gets better with age. Even fine wine turns to vinegar and begins to stink at some point. Suggest you wash that atrocious rag you call a coat, detective. Dang. Going for the jugular. I can see a small bell tower from here. Hey, that just reminded me. Something I've always wondered about. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. You call a person who tells a liar, right? Why don't we call a person who rings a bell a beller? Or a truer for a guy who tells the truth. Man, I'm not going to get any sleep tonight. I had no idea he was such a deep thinker. I sense sarcasm. Oh, yuck. That must be the main hall back there. For deduction, sir. Are you trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe? Brilliant use of suspense to build the tension, sir. According to Wright, the head nun has some important information. Can't miss the opportunity to speak with her. Well then, let's go. Alright, just had to get a little more comfortable there. Hey, hello there, so how are you feeling? Alright, I suppose. Huh? Who is this? I think this is the voice I gave her. My name is Miles Edgeworth. My, handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome. Circumstances were so tragic I might just... Please don't call me boy. I'm sorry to trouble you. I'm looking for a woman in a bikini. Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you? I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis. If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy. Mr. Edgeworth. This is the head nun. Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? That's exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. My stomach is already growling in protest. So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris? Well, first, I want to hear what you know. Also, serious face. First, I'd like to ask you about last night. Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple. She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that? I suppose it was about 9 when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. The channeling dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch. Wow, you're right, that does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. Got the chills pretty easily, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. It must have been past 11. No! I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Look, let go of my tie. I saw 2 people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Wow. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. Be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom. I happen to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed, and then I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? The girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. As head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter, so bad that I can't even lift a bucket. Do you remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone. Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So this head nun actually see Iris there. I think I'd better try to get more details. So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Her name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. And after she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course... Special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? No, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. Uh-oh. I don't think I like the sound of this. Do you know that small girl? I believe she is Mr. Maya's little sister. Maya has a little sister? Oh, I mean little Pearl. It's Maya Fey's cousin. Little Pearl. I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup. But I haven't seen her at all since late last night. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? It's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. You don't know where they went? Gumshoe? Huh? Ah, well, look what you found. That's the master of the Corange handling technique, Mystic Misty Fey. Fey. It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fey clan. You are? But even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. Well, that's interesting to hear. Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... It's like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. It's my hood. It was made for me. What do you mean by that, detective? It looks absolutely marvelous. You just gotta keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of divine retribution? So they forced him to put it on? About this here? Let me see. Well, as you may know, in order to see reality for what it truly is, we try to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. Oh my god. I guess she... Oh my god. I guess she lives in an immaterial world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh my god, a Madonna reference. Well, Bikini is old, so I mean, hey. About this picture. Well, look at that. I look pretty... Okay. S to the XE, don't you think? Yeah. Absolutely. Up until recently, we've avoided exposure in such magazines. But this time we had our reasons. Is that why you put on makeup for it? So, is it, ha ha ha, why deny the world the sight of such a lovely face? She cut him off. Oh. How could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame yourself. Quiet! What do you know anyway? Ouch. You're scary. With that stupid 5 o'clock shadow and that stupid old coat of yours. It's too bad that you weren't the one that disappeared. Why'd she have to take it all out on me? Her anger does seem a little manufactured. And then Immaterial Girl, yay, song reference, okay. Wow, we got a lot. This man, his face betrays a life of suffering and great weariness of the world. Sure. But, even so, I can't believe this guy actually jumped into the river. Think of all the fun things he might have enjoyed if he had just lived. Relentless spiritual training alone is no way to lead a complete life, huh? Sounds like she's got some major regrets she's dealing with. Perhaps I should let Gumshoe explain Wright's situation to her for me. Hey, don't look at me like that. Do your own dirty work, sir. Oh, fine. Immaterial, okay, and then... This is Mr. Elisa's apprentice, is it not? I think he might have a bit of a crush on me. Sweet boy at any rate. Oh, I don't blame him. Sister Bikini understands the temptations of young men. Sure. But I'm afraid it wouldn't be proper to abuse my position. I am head nun, after all. But in return, I did allow him to draw a portrait of me. I pray it was a pose that maintained your modesty. For everyone's sake. Cut throat. And oh, how could such a thing? Okay, yep, same old. Okay. You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the inner temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there? Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out. So you're saying Iris came to the inner temple then? Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training. But that doesn't fit with Iris' story at all. She said that she never went to the inner temple. As they say, plot thickens. Nothing about Godot. Her bad back really bothers her. Okay. It's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Mystic Elise has been murdered, an important acolyte is trapped, and a little girl has been lost. You know, you really shouldn't be so negative. Creates bad karma. Quite right. I need to do some more training myself, I think. She's a very important visitor, you know. An honored acolyte. Honored? How so? The Fey name is synonymous with the Karain channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed. How do you mention it? 1 year ago. There was a case that was about the master of the Karain channeling technique. Detective. I detest talk of supernatural drivel. Suppose now you'll say she has midichlorians? Star Wars reference. Ha ha ha. So it gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? It's got nothing to do with it. Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there. And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either. Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Ah, do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? Nah, I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Ironic. I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you. Cutthroat? Nothing new? We got some paper over here. There are more insua cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Oh, they're doing a co-op investigation. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah. What is it, Detective? This could be it. Ultra important clue. Super special clue. Suppose I should read it myself, then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10, Heavily Hall. Unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. I can never find clues like that. You're an ultra-important prosecutor. Super duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Cut throat. That thing sure casts a strong presence over the whole room. This is the Lesser Magatama. It's a precious heirloom containing great many souls. Huh? This is lesser? What is the greater one like? The greater Magatama is displayed in the main room of Fey Manor. It was supposed to be shown at the Treasures of Karain exhibit, but it was so large that they couldn't bring it through the doors. It's an altar with a giant Magatama enshrined on it. There are lots of candles lined up on it, too. You know, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. Maybe you should blow out those candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me? So stop that! Cut that out! Please don't blow out the altar candles! There's flowing script written everywhere on the walls. Man, I bet you have awful nightmares if you try to sleep in here. This is our main hall, so it's protected by a variety of magic spells and charms. They're all designed to prevent evil forces from entering. So if I slept here, the Oogie Woogie Boogeyman wouldn't hunt me down for eternity. Alright. Does this guy think about anything other than eating and sleeping? I mean, there's more to life than that? What? Oh, it's a warm cat box. Where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at all those ancient straw frisbees. Those are a type of zabuton cushions called insua. Why are you giving me such a hard time, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, detective. Damn. Alright, well, it looks like we ain't got nothing. And then what if I present this blackmail letter to you? Why was it hidden? Well, gonna go ahead and press Y. Do you know anything about this old crumpled up leather? Leather? No, letter. Is that addressed to Iris? Yep, clearly says to Iris on it. I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. Ah, so Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. Okay. Well then. Dang, we still got the courtyard too. Alright.